Yes, sir. What up with it? It's your boy T Dub. What's blazing in sports? Yes, of course. I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you Boston Geekers that work, man. Let's work. Man, your boy got a little bit break, you know what I'm saying, from the regular 9 to 5. Come out here to talk this good boxing. Man, what's up with it? God, listen, I apologize. I really wanted to go live last weekend. But guys, I told you guys, man, I'm moving, I ended up buying a different house, and man, you know how it is. You got so much stuff in one house. Stuff, man, I ain't even seen in a long time. I'm like, man, I gotta get rid of this stuff. Um, Today the last day. I'm gonna get everything out of that thing today, and I'll be done with it. Do should be good. And then I gotta set up, guys. I gotta set up in my new house. I'm not set up yet. Internet is on. That's all good. I just got to set my desk up, get my computer going on, and I can be live like Channel 5, giving you guys that boxing work like you need in your life. Guys, what's up with it? It is lunchtime. Come here and get some of this lunchtime work. Get to the lunchtime snack back. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, sharing and sharing. You already know how we do. Let's get to a little bit of boxing. Now, I would talk a little bit Terrence Crawford and Earl Smith Jr., but I already know that rubs people the wrong way. It's like going, up against the wood where you know you're going to get the splinters. It's just going to affect somebody. I know that for a fact, especially Bob. I know. But you know what, man? Listen, some news came out about Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. I don't even know what to even say about this. They're talking about that they made some secret negotiations that the world know about. They secretly agreed to fight each other. Terrence Crawford gonna fight Alexis Rocha, and Earl Spence gonna fight Keith Thurman, and they secretly agree to a split that they both got a good with, and they're gonna make the fight. Man, come on, man. Just listen. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? How does some secretly on the phone agreement get leaked by everybody but them? How does that make sense? How does Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence on the phone having a secret agreement? They don't reveal it. Think about it. We know about the secret agreement more than we know about their next fight. Now, me personally, I would love for their next fight to be against each other. I want that because all the Terrence Crawford fans, all the Earl Spence Jr. fans, you're gonna have to come to the table, baby. You're gonna have to face it. Ain't no more talking. Ain't no more hiding. Listen, they gotta do like the topic of this video, like Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. God, give it up for that. Let's go, man. This is when I'm on my phone, but this one I need the crowd. I need that emotion right now. I need that because these two guys are fighting, and it's crazy because I've been looking at Ryan as a guy that hasn't really fought all the people he said he wanted to fight, even though he had a chance. Oh, in the building. The one, the only American Fast Travel, what it does. What's up with it, man? Yes, sir. Let's get it. Smash that like button. Listen, you ain't smashing that like, you ain't smashing right. Man, I'm almost moved into my spot. I gotta set up. Like I gotta set up my internet. Not internet. That's already good. I gotta set my desk up. No, I gotta get What's Blazing the Sports back up in production, man. I gotta get it right. Smash that like so we can get it right. At least in this room, right? I handle my spot. We at least got to get it right in this room, right? Let's do that. So we got Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. Guys, they got a press conference tomorrow, I believe. They got a New York. This is actually real. Like, part of me is like, man, it's BS, man. Ryan Garcia ain't going to fight no Gervonta Davis. Austin La Hoya just, making like he want to fight, and something going to come out where he got to pull out. But as of now, it appears like it's going to go on. It appears like it's going to happen. And then that's when we start getting into the boxing analyst part of it, where who's going to win and why. All right. The same with Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. Oh, who you got? Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. Oh my gosh. Guys. Now, I was listening to Mike Biggs boxing earlier. Shout out to Mike Biggs. He's going with Caleb Plant. Now, I promise you, when I say I don't have a dog in a race, I don't have a dog in a race between Benavidez and Plant. But man, at least with my eyes, and I might not got 20/20 vision anymore, but at least with my eyes, it favors David Benavidez to me, man. Listen, I think Plant might be like. Listen, now I'm gonna tell you how I think it's gonna go. Let me tell you how I think it's gonna go. I think in the beginning, with the speed of Caleb Plant, the footwork of Caleb Plant, the defense, right? I think that's going to favor him. I think that's going to get him rounds. I think he's going to be able to hit and not get hit in a lot of situations early on in that fight. But when that sweat started kicking in, the corner started using that white towel, rubbing across your head, putting that cold pressure in your neck somewhere around round 9, not round 9, round 6, when you're starting to slow down just a hair, maybe 7 or 8, starting to slow down just a hair. And then I think Dave Benavidez is going to pick it up. I think he's going to pick it up. I think he's going to pick it up, and David's going to slow down. No, I'm sorry, not David. Caleb Plant's going to slow down. And at that point, how Plant reacts then is going to tell me who wins. But as of right now, guys, what do you think, man? Who do you got winning this fight, man? Caleb Plant, Dave Benavidez. I tell you right now, at least in the internet, Caleb Plant is winning. Caleb Plant took David Benavidez's actual name and turned it to a website and promoted himself. Wow, mic drop moment right there, man. Caleb Plant not playing with him, man. Then he hit at him like, man, who comes to a press conference with a written smack talk? You know, even WWE guys can go out there and just, ad-lib it and just, spit. So, man, he's hitting, man. He's hitting hard. So, Caleb Plant, Benavidez, who you got, man? Right now, if you ask T-Dub, and it might change, it probably will going to change. So, don't hold me to this video. But if you ask me, I am going with, as a winner, Dave Benavidez. And the reason I'm saying that is I think when the fights get later, man, I think that pop and them combinations, and I'm not saying Plant not going to hit Benavidez, because he is. He is going to hit him. He might even have more cleaner shots than Benavidez. I think Benavidez, his shot's going to affect Plant just a little bit more. Dave Benavidez is a bad man. Caleb don't stand a chance. I hope he don't get knocked out. Woo! You said it there. You said it. Man, so again, man, like beginning this fight, I think Plant going to be edging it. But just like when I told people with Speedy Residialis, when his last fight, I said that he's doing good now because he was fighting a very defensive fight, counterpunching fight, continually moving backward. I like, man, once he slow down, once that head movement slow down, and them hands are not quite the reaction, the head is not quite reacting, the feet can't quite get out the way, man, it could go different. I said it could be the tale of two different fights. And it was. Now, some people believe he still could have won. And guys, this could be the same for Caleb Plant versus Dave Benavidez. Plant could get up on the scorecards. Listen to me now. Plant could get up on the scorecard, and Benavidez can make a rally around 9. Let's say Plant got that good stamina, right? First 8 rounds in, he's boxing good. And then Benavidez has a really good 9th round. A clear Benavidez round. Maybe even a Hurst Benavidez, not Benavidez, but he even Hurst Plant maybe in the 9th round and maybe 11th round, but he just can't knock him out. Maybe he even drops Plant like a cheating ex-girlfriend. Maybe he even drops him. But if it goes to that scorecards, anything can happen. Oh, Joshua Tuck's in the building. What up with it, dog? What's going on? He said Plant is a better boxer. I just don't think he can keep up the pace to win. Bro, that is the key right there. He has to keep that pace up. He has to keep that pace up, bro. And listen, I told you, man. I said I think Benavidez, like I gotta add it to him right now. Listen, I'm gonna do my homework, right? I gotta go back to the old T Dub. The old T Dub 5, 6 years ago. Man, I used to watch the last three fights of that one fighter, the last three fights of that fighter. I used to put a real thorough keys to victory, really give you a boxing analysis on who I think gonna win. Because at the end of it, anything can happen, but just really give you that. I might have to go back to this, but as of right now, man, if Dave Benavidez catch Plant, man. Listen, if Dave Benavidez can't catch Plant, he might put Plant in that dirt and grow a tree out of his ass. He might put him in that dirt, man. Uh, but smash the like button, man. I was talking to Bob a little while ago, and he reminded me, right, guys, like when I was younger, uh, around like let's say 14, 15, somewhere around that high school age, right? I remember we used to always go swimming. And the reason we used to go swimming because back in the day, that was the spot for all the girls was at. Like at least, being a young man, you get to see a girl or in a bikini, basically, right? And I remember all my boys, right? We used to walk out when we all played football, so we got our chests pumped out, looking at each other like, saying I'm bigger than you or whatever. Um, and we all had this. We got this friend named Timmy. Uh, Timmy, one of them guys that Timmy used to stutter, right? Timmy used to stutter, and the only way, at least that we knew of, that he did not stutter, he used to have to sing. And we noticed it when he was trying to call our boy Robert. He used to be like, Robert, Robert. Now, and I don't know why his voice had to be like in a higher pitch. He had to actually sing it. Otherwise he'd be stuttering real bad, like and I remember it was me, him, Jesse. We always at the pool this day, man. The summertime, summertime. Man. I mean, when I say some hotties was out, man, there was some true hotties out. And I remember Timmy was trying to impress these girls, right? Now at that time, I taught myself how to swim when I was maybe in like 6th, 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? I started in the 2 feet water, 3 feet water, swimming underwater, and then I kept trying. Then once I got that, I tried on top of the water, and then once I did that, I can swim for real. I jumped in that 10 foot, right? What we call the deep end. And Tim was trying to impress these girls. I don't know why he was doing it. So, I was looking at Timmy, right? Timmy was like, trying to wade his way through the water to get to the ladder so he can climb to the diving board and jump out to the deep end. Like, bro, what are you doing? And he couldn't hear me, but Jason like, oh man, he's gonna jump out that deep water. And they laugh. I'm like, why he can't swim? They said, bro, I know, man. I don't know why he doing it, but I ain't gonna stop him. And Timmy get up there, right? You know what I'm saying? We all looking down, and the crazy thing about it is the girl that he was trying to impress, they weren't even looking. So he had to wait till his turn, because there's always a line. He had to wait till his turn to get on the diving board. And Timmy, he called the girls' names, hey, hey, hey. And the homeboy who I found out told him to go jump off the diving board to impress the girls. He was the one that was macking the girls as soon as Timmy started wading to the water. So he said, hey, hey, hey. Girl look over, Jesse look over. He said, watch, I'm gonna do it, guys. And they said, okay, go here, right? Like they pumping him up. I'm like, dude, don't do it, man. He ain't listening to me. So he started running on the diving board. And I promise you, man, it was like one of those movies. Like, it just reminded me of one of those parts where they did one of the things like, there goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. And it looked like he going in slow motion. And he just running and he jumped. The thing is, when he jumped, he just kept running. His feet just kept running. He hit the water, boom, right? He goes in, and the lifeguard up there, they got their shades on, with the Wilson in mouth, one leg kind of up. And Timmy ain't come back up. And I'm like, hey, I said, listen, bro, he can't swim. So a lifeguard finally jumps in there. You know, he jump in, let him jump in, and get him out. And then Timmy come over there. To where he's at, and the girl like, hey man, what do y'all think, man? What do you think? And I think about what? He said my jump. He said, bro, your jump, yo drown, man. You down to drown. What were you thinking? And he said, bro, you told me do it. And man, at that point, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. We was young, 15, 16, but it got bad, man. He went from trying to impress those girls to being embarrassed, because at that point, man, the dude just, they started ripping him about his stuttering, man. They was like, man, Timmy, all you have to do, bro, is just start talking underwater. Because once that stuttering kick in, man, you'd have came out that thing like a jet ski. And the worst part is when you start imagining it, right? You start thinking, and one dude did it. The girl started laughing and everything. They talking, man, you never came out that thing like a Chevy, like an old school Chevy. Like, I'm not laughing either. I'm not. But I was just thinking about back in the day, when they were saying stuff like that, man. But let's get to this boxer, man. He's a Plant's better boxer. So listen, Plant is a better boxer. But in this fight, this is a fight he can win. And I think the best way that Plant can win this fight is he needs to add in a little bit of J-Rock when he fought Herb. A little bit. What I'm saying is, remember, Herb was a come forward fighter. Just beat Laura, right? Eric Lenny Laura. Just beat him. Well, and the way he beat him was inside angles. Now, see, when you're bagging up the whole night like Plant did Canelo, it's going to be hard to win. Because at some point, they're going to catch up with you. Benavidez is going to throw more punches than Canelo. He's going to be throwing, and probably heavier punches. BBW heavier punches. I mean, I'm not saying he can't do that at all, but I think he needs to operate and use angles, man. Like, look at that J-Rock sliding. Like, the way J-Rock is working hard, man. Slide in, go to his side, throw something, switch over, go back. You just can't stay centered. Because if you move all night, you're going to wear yourself out. Because you're mentally sticking with, get off the ropes. Man, you're going to be tired. You're going to get caught. Man, listen, man. I don't know who's going to win that, but April 22nd, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, press conference tomorrow, then one in L.A., listen, who do you got? Oh, man, listen, man. This one right here, this one we need. But more of these. See, boxing back in the day, they used to drop some jewels all the time for us to pick up everything. Think about it, man. What I'm thinking about, the Marvelous Hagler, the Hitman Hearns, the Floyd Mayweather, the Cotto, they used to always drop these, right? We can pick them up. Nowadays, it's like they tease us with them, but then we got to see something else. This one right here. This one right here. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, Ryan can give Gervonta Davis some issues. He can give him some problems. But we all know that Gervonta Davis, he has the showstopper. He has the ability to close the curtains. He has a one-hitter quitter. Think about this, right? Will Romero, he was doing pretty good, right? Tank say he hit him with a shot that he did not put his all into. It was just a perfect play shot. What the hell would have happened if he would have put his all into it? Man, Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. It is not Caleb Plant versus Benavidez. where you say Plant's the better boxer, Benavidez has the more power. We're going to go with that. I think in this case, Ryan Garcia is a good boxer, extremely fast speed. But people see flaws. Stand up too tall, head too tall, he can get clipped, right? But he also has a very good left hook that you don't know if it's going to the top or bottom of your body. I faced one of these before. Yeah, that's right. I faced one of these. Man, I'm not going to lie, bro. I had to ask that dude because we were sparring. And at that time, I maybe had like 5 amateur fights. And I think this dude at this time, he probably had maybe about 4 or 5 pro fights. I think he had like 100 and something amateur and 4 or 5 pro. And he was undefeated. And we sparred, and I mean there was like no win or lose. It was just good sparring, right? Like he didn't get me, and like I didn't just straight dominate him, and he didn't dominate me. It was just really good sparring, right? But I had to ask him, and he had this left hook that I just didn't know where it was going. It always looked like it's going to the body, but then it come up top. And then when I get ready to break up top, the thing at last minute would go to the body. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Now, see, what I had on that dude was I had really good timing and crazy, speed with the right hand. Like, if you give me I was always good at opening up that right. Always good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would feint through a dummy shot or I would feint maybe a left hook, get you to react, and I would get that right hand in it so clean, man. You'll think it was sponsored by Dawn dish soap. But Ryan Garcia got one of those. Ryan Garcia has one of those left hooks. Think about it. That left hook that he throws, it goes to the body, go to the body, go to the head, and then when he throw it, his eyes is still looking at your head, and all of a sudden it goes to your body. So when you put your hand there, okay, he's looking at my eyes. The hook is started the same way. I got to protect one of them. Then he get that body. He says Benavidez got a lot of pressure on him. Benavidez talking that KO, and he gonna have to deliver that. If the fight goes 12, Plant win. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised because if Plant is a better boxer and Plant could be up on the scorecards, and Benavidez could have a very hard rally at the end, and at that point, honestly, at that point, he could win. It could be up in the air. It could be like a Speedy Raciti Ellis, where Speedy was up on the scorecards and again dropped, was it twice in the 12th, and losing a close decision. And some people still thought he won. That could happen because, in my opinion, if Benavidez catches Plant chin and he drops him once, I think Plant gonna be in a hole. Plant better pray that if he does get dropped, is within the last 2 or 3 seconds of a round. Because even after that minute break of trying to, get himself back together, get his composure, Benavidez is going to be all on him. And survive, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm watching it. And by that time, I should be set up to call that. And I should be set up to call Garcia versus Plant. Not Plant, Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. But guys, it's your boy T-Dell, man. I want to give you guys a little bit of work. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm gonna do this, guys. Let you guys know, man. I had a very, very, very close cousin. He passed away day 4 yesterday, man. Crazy, man. I'm just talking about it just for a second, guys. His name is James, and the reason James was so special to me was because I moved away from St. Louis for a minute, and I was in middle school, and I didn't have no family in this state or city. And the closest family that I had was James, who actually stayed in another state, but he had a residence in the current city I was in, so he was able to still attend the same high school. So he was the one I really built a relationship with. And by him being about 3-4 years older than me, remember, guys, I'm not old. And my cousin about 3 or 4 years older than me, and he passed away. And the crazy thing about it is that from talking to his brother that was with him, it was like he told his brother, "Hey man, I'm gonna go in the house. I'm about to, fix me another drink real quick." And his brother like, "Okay." And so he went up the stairs and went into the house. And then his brother was like, I guess maybe thought he took too long. And his brother walked in and he never made it to the kitchen. He was on the couch. And his brother like, "Bro, get up, man. We gotta go. Get up." You know what I'm saying? And he didn't move. They're doing an autopsy to try to find out what he actually died from. Um, and like again, man, like it's crazy that I remember, when I was down in middle school and I got to fight with this dude named Brian. And I was putting all hands on Brian, and then his boy jumped in. And then at that time, it was them two against me. But when he jumped in, he threw like 2 shots. So I stopped putting hands on Brian, and I fired 2 more off of him. But I stood my ground. So when I stood my ground, they didn't pursue forward. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna get you. Yeah, we're gonna get our cousin. We're gonna get our brother, right?" I had to say something. I was like, "Man," I said, "I'm gonna get my cousin James. He go to such and such high school. Yeah, he in like the 11th, he in the 12th grade." So, I remember putting them in shit he should have been in, you know, um, I'm glad nothing happened to that, because I remember those dudes I fought, they brothers were, they were real big dope dealers and caused a lot of trouble for real. And here I am throwing James in it. And the crazy thing is, when I went to James about it, James was like, he said, "Who trying?" He talked a little slower than me, like, "Who trying to mess with you, cuz? It's whatever. Listen, you blood." He was like, "You blood," but nothing ever came of it, man. Like we had some fun times. And like I said, what's even crazy, we haven't spoke. It was maybe about a year and a half. And then I was at mom's house like a week and a half ago. And out of nowhere, he calls mom, and I get talking to him about an hour and a half, 2 hours, like, catching up on good time, talking about, going to parties, things we did. We made plans for this summer for him to come back up here, because I said, "Hey, man, I'm about to switch him about his new house." I said, "Everything be good for the summer, gonna come up, man." We make plans to kick it. And then out the blue, man, this was a tough one. 2 days ago, like I said, 2 days ago, he just went into the house to make a drink, and that was it. That was a tough one. Real talk. Plant would get planted with no water. I like that. I like that. Real talk. That plant would get planted with no water. America, thank you for putting that work to that. Yes, appreciate it. So I'm sorry. Very sorry for your loss. Condolences to your family. May James rest in peace, and may peace with God be with you in the time. Yeah, man, it was extremely tough, man. Extremely, I'm mentally dealing with it. Like I said, down there with me not having much family, he was like the brother, when I was down there, really close to that. I was really, really, really close. Um, I said I wouldn't go back to that city no more in life, because nothing to do with him. It was just that, other things that made me not want to go back down. I'm like, you know what? For that funeral, I might have to make that trip. All right, guys. I mean, I got a few more minutes. Let's get to this. Let's get back to this boxing talk, man. Real talk that came in here, man. Real talk. Who I probably disagree with about an equal or more than with Bob. Real talk says plant will get planted with no water. You know what? Man, boy, you more grimy than me. Before you came in, I said the chance that Benavidez would put we'll put plant so far in the dirt they gonna grow a tree out of his ass. I guess that's me giving him more life. I said it wrong. Real talk says that he gonna get planted with no water. Oh my God, man, with no water. I tell you right now, if I was Plant, I would be doing exactly what he's doing right now. Plant is doing a masterful job of trolling. Masterful. Splendid. I don't even know the last time I used that word. Splendid job of trolling. What do you mean, T-Dub? Well, he created a website in David Benavidez's name and promoting himself. He's talking about Dave Benavidez' dad. He's talking about Dave Benavidez. He is trying to do like most women is successful with men. Get in that head. And he's doing it. Listen, If Benavidez is at the point that he can't wait to take off Plant's head, that could work in Plant's favor. Because by Plant being a better boxer, probably a better counterpuncher, better sticker mover, he could actually take advantage of that being over aggressive. And as long as Plant fight calm and he gets Benavidez to fight out of anger, that benefits Plant. But if some kind of way out of anger, frustration, or even a calm Benavidez, if he lands one of those and he hits Plant anywhere near that chin or temple region, he can hurt Plant. He can hurt Plant. He can basically cut the roots on Plant. Justice Tuck says Ryan is okay boxer. He hasn't been tested. Ryan has a lot of learning. Ryan can only win one way, from the outside with a jab. If Tate can't get around that jab, he's green. Ryan Garcia, I think he's a good fighter. How well is he tested is that I think that just depends on each person perspective of the opponents he fought. People were saying that about Devin Haney. Think about it. People still say it about Devin Haney, and he's the unified champion. Even when he beat Cambosos, they said that. Well, Cambosos was only beat because of this, and so. People say the same thing about Gervonta Bustinez, right? Has he really been tested? They criticize him about his last fight because he ain't look as good fighting somebody who was there to move. And then you look at Gervonta Bustinez box rec. He fought a lot of people with a lot of losses. But with that being said, it's not like you can overlook this man's natural skills. He has natural skills. But the thing is, maybe what you're saying is, how effective would them natural skills be against another skilled fighter? Another skilled proven fighter? Smash the like button. Listen, man. Ryan Garcia wants this fight. Maybe because Gervonta Davis, he ran up to Gervonta Davis in the club, and Gervonta Davis grabbed him by his collar and had his chain pushed all up in the side of his left cheek. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan did that video afterwards, sounded like he about to cry, talking about Tank. He's a tough guy. He's a very, very tough guy. He's a bad guy, and I just want to talk to him. And he grabbed him by my chain. Listen, bro, that probably fired something up in Ryan. Ryan probably told Oscar at that time, like, listen, bro, if you don't give me this fight, I'm leaving you. And they're about to get it cracking. But I think what I think right now I can say Ryan is a good boxer, but he has some flaws that could be exposed. Stands up tall, head in the air sometimes, legs are straight. He has some flaws, but he has a lot of pluses too. The same thing with Tank Davis, right? Tank Davis, had looked like he was getting outboxed sometimes. Even by Leo Santa Cruz, Leo was winning rounds. Rolly Romero was winning rounds. But Tank Davis has something that you just can't wake up in the morning and just anybody get. That dude has lethal power, especially in that left hand. Ethan Elliott, what up, Jim? Afternoon, T-Dog, what it do? Better yet, what it does. Smash that like for your Bushman. You know how YouTube do, your boy. Smash that like. Guys, listen, again, man, I apologize. I said again for new people coming in. I moved. Still getting out of one place. Guy, listen. Bob told me. Bob was like, man, T-Dub, I don't know how you're going to do it, man. He said it took me like a month to get out of my place. And, man, I started moving, I think it was last weekend. Man, I'm still moving. Today should be the final major day. And I should be good. But once I get set up, I got to put my desk back together. Um, find me a spot. Because I'm moving. At first, I had my office upstairs, but I'm going to create some completely different downstairs in the basement. I'm going to set up down there. Um, we're gonna get this work, man. We're gonna get this work. We're gonna get this work. And again, man, listen, man. Thank you, Gervonta Davis. Thank you, Ryan Garcia, because you guys are making a fight that people want to see. People want to see this. And honestly, after this fight, yeah, there may be a rematch. And I damn sure hope it ain't three of them because I want to see somebody fight for the gold. Fight for one of them 4 belts that or 5 belts that Devin Haney got. You know what I'm saying? Stop making, the belts don't mean nothing. Because once we come to that, it's just going to be a popularity contest. Not even the best fighting the best. He says, Devin is the truth. I love Devin. I don't think none of them dudes can beat Devin. Devin don't have the power to stop them, but he has the IQ. Yeah, you know what, man? When I saw Devin fall Kambosos this last fight, listen, man, Devin was sitting down on his punches. He was sitting down, planting his feet, throwing big shots, biggest shot that I've seen him throw. And he still couldn't get Kambosos out of there. Man, listen, maybe he's young. Maybe he hasn't gotten that second wave of men's strength yet. I don't know. But if he ain't got that level at 135, when he moved to 140, man, listen. But he can box, man. He can box. He can box. But the thing is, I saw Kambosos land some shots on him. I think people think that this Lomachenko fight gonna be just easy, just a walk in the park. I don't think so, man. I think Lomachenko I think he's gonna really frustrate Devin. And I'm not saying Devin ain't gonna win. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I want Devin to win. You know what I'm saying? But I also gotta be honest with you and tell you that, listen, man, Lomachenko, in a win or loss, Devin, he's gonna teach Devin some things. He's gonna show Devin some things that he ain't seen. And if Lomachenko would apply the same pressure he applied Teofimo Lopez from 6 rounds to 12 or 8 to 12, whenever he started fighting, he would have beat Lopez. But he didn't. I think he learned from him. I don't think he's going to get that same respect to Devin. And I don't know if Devin got the power to knock out Lomachenko. This is going to be a boxing match. From round 1 to round 12. The Matrix. Now you see, don't. Versus Devin Haney. Who do you got? All right, guys, I'm finally getting for real this time. Thank you, guys, man. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not. I'm going to have to get back to making these shorts for you guys. The shorts, I see that's what's popping, man. You guys like it short and sweet. I'm going to have to get back to that. But, every now and again, guys, this has been my roots for a while to go live, get to the live box and talk with you guys. Hope you guys appreciate it because there's nothing better than this. I'm going to tell you why. You want to know why I like going live? Because before I started going live, and I used to, catch, let's say, get up in the morning, I used to want to listen to the radio and not a CD because the radio, I never knew what was going to play next. I never knew what they was going to say next. So it kept me on my toes. So when you listen to me go live, man, when you can't predict it, you at work, you don't know what he's going to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you guys about that Timmy story earlier. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is the best. Smash that like button. Ethan Adams says so many times we see fighters become undisputed, then vacate and move up. Devin staying where he is and chasing the best guys like Loma gain a lot of respect from him. Now, I do understand why people get undisputed and move up. Because at that point, why do you keep all the belts? Now, I would like to see get undisputed, defend it. That way ain't no funny business going on where somebody got hurt or robbing the score, of course. Get undisputed, defend undisputed. And at that time, once you become Highlander status, you are number 1. You have accomplished the height unless it's like a Floyd you can fight out there that's gonna get you a crazy payday, a Pacquiao, a crazy payday, or for Devin Haney, it'd be fighting Gervonta Davis or Ryan Garcia. That's the only reason he should stay, because there's no money fight at 140 that's going to match the money that he's going to get if he fought Gervonta Davis or Ryan Garcia. Not even Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a respect fight. Lomachenko ain't no pay-per-view fighter, but that's respect. You beat Lomachenko, you get respect. That's respect. But for Devin, Gervonta and Ryan, oh, that's a money fight. But all right, guys, hit that like button. I'm out. Subscribe.